I need some Genesis vinyls.
Now it's on. Hola, 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 everybody.
That was
Hola, hola,
alarmingly
hola.
close to something else right there.
What would I say? But hello, everybody. What's up, guys? 1 second. I'm still trying to fix
God,
something.
my screen is fucking stretched.
Yeah, it's not perfect. Guys, we had a really weird technical issue out of nowhere. My stream became completely messed up, and I don't know why. What's up, AT Field? Sorry. A lot of stuff happening at the same time. My sincerest apologies. What's up, guys? What's up, Pedro? What's up, DHC Bling? What's up, AT Field? Sorry about that. If the webcams look a little off today, it's because we had as I was turning on the stream, or about to turn on the stream, something went really weird and haywire, and I had to realign everything. So it's not perfect, but it's gonna work for today. It's not exactly what we would want, but we will live with it for today. Cole looks a little off just a tiny bit, but it's fine, and it's gonna be here for the remainder of today's. But we're finally back with another stream. I apologize for the long delay. It's been about 5 or 6 days since we did our last stream. I was out of town and I was unable to stream. What's up, Manhattan Man? Great album. Glad to hear it. What's up, Rickster? How you guys doing? What's up, everybody? Hopefully my Spotify jam is finally fixed, but we'll see.
No, it's not going to.
No, probably
it's not happening.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Oh, hold on. I forgot the person who paid for this one. Message me real quick. Okay, gotcha. Cool. It's cool with it. Okay. Stream Elements is working. Well, at least something's working. All right. I don't know how many people we're gonna get at 9 p.m. Let's get it going. You guys ready?
Sure.
No, is your AC fixed?
It is fixed. I am so happy.
Big dog. All right, let's get going. Oh, I gotta fix this afterwards, but let's get going. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. Today, we are finally back with another album review for you guys. This is another paid album request, so shout out to our subscribers for loading them up recently. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for the money.
Yes, thanks for paying us to review your albums. We really appreciate it. So today, we are here with an album by
arrogant.
Yeah, a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's so obnoxious.
We're here with an album by the band Genesis. This album came out in 1973. It is called "Selling England by the Pound." It is 53 minutes long. It is 8 songs long, so we got a couple long ones in here. But I'm gonna leave all the talking up to Noah, the resident Genesis fan of our podcast. Noah, tell us about Selling England by the Pound and tell us a little bit about Genesis. What are we looking at here?
Looking at an interesting little album. Genesis, early 70s, or the 70s in general, prog rock band. One of the biggest prog rock bands of all time. You know, they got Peter Gabriel. They got Phil Collins on the drums. Just the drums, where he should be. Steve Hackett on guitar, and I forget everybody else. I did not prepare for this. I'm here to talk about a great album.
All the time we've had, not prepared. All right, so okay, Genesis. This is in '73. They're prog rock band, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
one of the proggiest.
So I don't think we've done a Genesis album, have we?
No,
we have not. So this will be our first Genesis album. I know Genesis has a big fan base. I think mainly due to, I don't even want to try to make an assumption here, but I would say Peter Gabriel's a large reason for that, correct?
Well, his very eccentric lyrics and performances certainly help a lot. That eccentricity is like a pretty big thing in progressive rock.
Okay.
At least that's what I have seen, I guess.
Okay. Cole, Genesis.
Yeah.
Fan or not?
No, not a fan.
Not a fan of Genesis. Not a fan.
Don't hate them. Saying I'm not a fan sounds more malicious than it really is. It's just mostly indifference.
Mostly indifference. Okay, fair enough. Oh, AT Field, thank you so much for this $10 super chat. Wow. Y'all are great. Well, you're pretty cool yourself. Thank you for that. And thank you for this request. Shout out to you, man.
Have y'all ever seen American Psycho? Yes.
I
big
have.
Fan. Love
huge
that movie.
fan. Love the movie.
Yep.
It
saw
is
it for the
fantastic.
first time like a year ago.
It is a fantastic
good.
film. Wow. But thank you so much, AT Field. Really appreciate it. Shout out to you. All right. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Selling England by the pound. We'll see if Cole becomes a bigger Genesis fan after this or not. Let's get the jam going.
Can you tell me what?
I need to start the song. Hopefully my actual thing is working now and I won't have to rely on everything else.
Flashbang. Holy shit.
Are we fixed? Oh,
It
we
worked.
might just be fixed. Spotify, I don't know what you did, but thank you for finally fixing my jam. All right, let's get into Genesis Selling England by the Pound with Dancing with the Moonlit Knight.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the queen of maybe. For her merchandise, he traded in his prize. Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd. Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned. Selling England by the pound.
Hey, that's the title of the album.
He did it.
Did you know that?
Did the
1
thing.
minute in and he did
He
it.
did the thing.
Starting off with a banger.
Citizens
He
of
did it.
hope and glory, time goes by. It's the time of your life. Easy now, sit you down, chewing through your wimpy dreams. They eat without a sound, digesting England by the pound.
What a part.
They were all between the ages of 22 and 24.
That is insane because
That
I
is
know what
crazy
happens
young.
next in all this album.
Man says you are what you wear, well. You know what you are, you don't give a damn. Bursting your belt, that is your homemade share. The captain leads this dance right on through the night. Join the dance, follow on till the gray of sunset sees them all. Follow on till the gold is cold, dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights in the green shields dance and shout.
Okay.
Generational riff right there.
What are we going here? Let's go. The energy. Oh,
Happen.
is this Mr. Gabriel?
Mr. Hackett.
Oh,
This is,
drummer. Gabriel drummer.
Is Peter Gabriel the drummer? I thought he was the singer. Man, I Phil Collins did both, but is Peter Gabriel the drummer?
No one said Gabriel was a drummer.
No. Phil Collins is the drummer. Yeah, Peter Gabriel's a singer.
Oh, my apologies.
He also plays like the flute and shit. Oh, it's from the bust everywhere.
That was an odd transition, but I like it.
There's a fat old lady outside the saloon, laying out the credit card. She plays for tune. The deck is uneven right from the start, and all of their hands are playing a part. Captain leaves his dance right on through the night. Join the dance for a while. A round table talk it down we go. You're the show, off we go. You play the hobby horse, I play the fool. We'll tease the bull ringing round and round, round and round. Follow on with a twist of the world we go. Follow on till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights of the green fields down and shout.
All right, Ryan. You, when the song's done, you can pause it. I can take the wheel if you want, or you're back. Okay.
Yeah. Can you? I am work call happened all of a sudden.
Can you-
But
Oh,
yes,
you
that
gotta
was
pause that
Dancing
one.
with the Moonlit Knight. Let me let you take the wheel real quick. Dancing with the Moonlit Knight. I can't type. Noah, go for it.
I am just in my progressive rock
Galactic.
happy space right now. I am in it. I'm having a great time. Peter Gabriel sounds great. His lyrics are very interesting. The guitar work, it's peak. Oh, the solos are fantastic. Like, I didn't even know that tapping, like with like both your hands on a guitar, was even a thing at this time until I heard this album. The synth or keyboard riff that's in this song, that driving riff that's generational. That's such a good riff. The second half of the song, or like the last 3 minutes, is actually, I think it's really peaceful, very pretty. With the acoustic guitar part with these keyboard swells in the background, as well as Peter Gabriel on his flute. Yeah, I love this song. This is a great opener to an album. That's like a 9 to a 9.5.
I do a 9.5. That is crazy. And I
Love that song.
apologize, chat, for being on the phone there. Sometimes you have to take work calls when you don't want to. Cole, you're up.
I mean, that was solid. I will say I did not like any part of the opening. I really kind of hated the opening. Honestly,
opening?
just like him with his vocals, because I'm not a big Peter Gabriel vocalist fan at all.
Oh.
Really, sounded terrible. That was just like the corniest shit ever.
I kind of agree with that a little bit.
After that, it certainly got better. I can't say that I loved the lyrics. They were kind of typical corny, slightly pretentious prog rock lyrics.
Stop.
Oh.
Everybody on their instruments was doing a tremendous job. You know, especially Phil Collins. I thought he was killing it on the kit. There wasn't like any one part that really stood out to me, I guess. Instrumentally, it was just like, they're doing well, but I'm not like blown away because I'm not that big a sound of this level of progginess. Like the synthesizer tones and the guitar tones just are not that great to me. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it was fine though. I don't really have any massive comment. The production's not great. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like it's that well recorded. The drums sound a bit compressed. I'd probably give that like a 6.5 maybe.
Okay, so yeah, I did have to take a work call during that, but I was still listening and I could still hear it. So I'm a little confused because there was like, it felt to me, and Noah clarify or Cole clarify if you think I'm wrong. It felt to me like this was like multiple genres in one song here. We had phases. I'm wrong. Okay. Maybe.
It's just phases.
It's just we had phases in this song where we went into like, the high temperature or high tempo of the guitar with a great solo. I thought it was a fantastic transition. And so we had another transition right after that where it kind of got very peaceful and calm, and it was like we were just listening to a melody, and it was fun. But and then we end with what we ended with. I mean, ultimately I agree with Cole. I don't love Gabriel's voice on this. I think it was a little facetious and kind of pretentious is the wrong word, but it just sounds a little forced, kind of. Maybe that's just the way he sounds, though. I mean, I'm not going to bash a guy for how he sounds. Maybe you're just not the best vocalist, or I don't enjoy it. Like, I'm not going to sit there and trash you. If you're trying and making a genuine effort to sound good, okay. I'm not, some people don't. So, props to that. Lyrically, it was interesting. I was reading along, and I was trying to figure out exactly where we were going with this, but it was kind of an interesting lyric song. Interesting start. Always love to hear the album title in the song. Big ups, Mr. Gabriel. I don't think I'm in love with this as much as Noah is, but I do think it's a better song than Cole gave it credit for. I'll go split the middle and say 7.5. Split the middle. Good things happen in that. I just think it needed a bit more clarification. It needed to be a bit more concise. I don't know. Less phase oriented. I would have preferred, I guess. But that's prog rock, isn't it? Phases. Often changing. All right.
Yeah,
Let's chat.
to an extent.
Let's see. Best opera rock ever. Okay. Well, that was a statement. I bet some Bohemian Rhapsody fans would fight back about that statement.
Opera rock or
that
rock
is-
opera?
Oh, I don't know. Both.
Bohemian Rhapsody is neither the best. Is the best at neither of those.
This is the most gorgeous section of all time. I did like that the last 2 minutes. It was very pretty. Very, very pretty. The flute screaming. Yeah, the flute was pretty lit. I did not see Pompeii this weekend. I think Noah did though, right?
I did.
We'll have to talk
Big
about
fan.
that later.
Love my boys.
Automatic 10 from Rickster, 10 from AT Field. I vote we re-listen to songs since I heard the song. Don't worry, I heard it all. Top 5 opener of all time, greatest prog elements in one song, Unreal. 10 from Pedro. Genesis is a big Genesis fan, Mr. Pedro. 9 from Wild Palms. This is Cole's worst take. Dang, Cole.
He's got a
Don't
few.
give me a Rush album to react to.
Don't worry, Cole. If you're not going to enjoy Pizza Boys in this album, you're going to have a great reaction. I love them a lot. But
That's
in my
true.
opinion, no. Okay. Great reaction. Also, I wanted to commission. Okay. All right, AT Field, let us know. But all right. The song honestly has.
I
much
could
of
drop
lyrics.
some blasphemous takes to the prog rock fans right now.
I kind of want to hear it, but we're going to have
About-
to go next.
Save it for the third song.
All right. That was Dancing with the Moonlight.
I don't know if it
Moonlit
will apply.
Night. Now we're on to I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe.
It
That's
applied
a
to that song
creepy-ass
specifically.
I feel like some things might apply to this one.
Manhattan Man giving the opener a 10.
It's 1 o'clock
What
and
the
time
hell?
for lunch. Bum-da-dum-de-dum.
Oh no.
It's so
When
it's
the
a little
sun
too
beats
whimsical.
down And I lie on the bench, I can always hear them talk.
There's always been Ethel. Jacob, wake up, we got to tidy your room now.
This is a
Then Mr.
really
Lewis,
weird beat.
Listen to time that he was out on his own.
This is a remarkably normal beat for
Over the garden,
a prog song.
two
The
little
drum groove?
cuckoo to you.
Did he just?
Keep them
Yeah.
on the shop. I know what I like, and I like
Oh yeah. What a hook.
getting better in your wardrobe. Stepping one beyond your show.
Love that fill right there.
That's a little too goofy for me, I'll say that.
Not sure about this choir effect he's putting on.
Sunday night, Mr. Farmer called. Said, listen, son, you're wasting time. There's a future for you in the
I'm becoming less and less of a fan of Peter Gabriel.
But I remember the voice from the
That is a wild lyric he just wrote.
lonely page when you're winning. Had to thank old Miss Ross for schooling a bit.
Why is he doubling his lyrics? I don't know.
Shot, I know what I like, and I like what I know. Getting better in your wardrobe, stepping one beyond your show. I know what I like, and I like what I know.
Okay, I fuck with this.
Getting better in your wardrobe, stepping one beyond your show.
Those synthesizers in the background sound so stupid.
When the sun beats down
Too
and I lie on
shiny.
Okay,
I
no,
can
no, no, I don't
always
want
hear
to.
them talk.
No.
Me? I'm just a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk.
What the fuck does that mean? I still don't know what that means.
Just a lawnmower, you can tell me by the way I walk?
Is that like Genesis's
Brian. Walking like,
version of
you walking like this?
Bowie's I'm an Alligator line?
It could be. I find them equally silly.
Weird beat. What in Vietnam is going on right now?
Is
Helicopter.
that what you
ass
say when you
noises?
hear any aerial vehicle?
Yeah.
That is peculiar.
Okay. All right. I know what I like in your wardrobe.
Yeah, I like what I know.
See, it's weird because he didn't say, or he says in the chorus, "I know what I like and I like what I know," but in the title, it's "I know what I like in your wardrobe." I don't think he even said that in a lot.
No, he got to that later in the hook.
Okay. I'll go first real quick. Interesting little song. Very peculiar song. This instrumental was weird. We had the wah 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 thing going all the way back and forth at the beginning, and it kind of led into the middle, and then it goes away, and we just have these sort of noises happening, like these big drums and these sort of random sound effects coming in and out of the song. The drums were clearly the lead instrumental for the rhythm here, and I don't have any particular issue with them. But this song just felt almost like it was trying to be like a hit or something, like a record you would hear on the radio, but it doesn't sound like one. It just feels like it was trying to be one. It sounds.
Well, it was.
Okay.
And succeeded.
Well, okay. Well, color me stupid then. But it doesn't sound like a hit to me. It doesn't sound like something I. Shut up, Cole. I saw that. It doesn't sound like something I would listen to in the car and bop along with on a radio station. It just doesn't have that feel to me. Lyrically, this was really weird. Also, I was lost plenty, and I don't really get what he's metaphorically saying here. I know what I like in your wardrobe, stepping one beyond your show. When the sun beats down, I lie on the bench. And then the lawnmower line. What? What are we doing? What? Explain yourself, Mr. Gabriel. I don't understand. Weird song. Didn't really vibe except for that swaying part at the beginning. 6? Does that mean? Is that rude? I don't know. Cole.
That wouldn't work. That was mostly a no for me. That was pretty much like weird, but not in like a fun or cool way. Just kind of in a what the fuck are you doing kind of way.
It's just odd.
Or it was just kind of being boring. Yeah, I don't. Lyrically, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Just
I
weird
couldn't
fucking
follow at all.
weirdo lyrics. I don't know what they're talking about. I was not a fan of that. I'm gonna throw that a 4.
Wow. Okay, that's a little harsh. Noah, save your fans.
Yeesh. I mean, yeah, there's some parts that are really goofy and kind of childish. Like, there's some parts that bridge between parts of the song. Or there's like these little la la la's and other weird stuff going on. But
hum at the beginning.
dum de dum de dum. That whole thing he does.
Really
That was silly. Verses are solid. The guitar is interesting. It's panning back and forth, kind of giving it a psychedelic sound, which I guess was pretty popular at the time. It's fine. The verses are pretty good, but it's the hook that does it for me.
Yeah.
I think the melody on the hook is really good. I think it's very catchy. I love that hook. I think this used to be my most played song on this album just because I loved the hook so much.
Wow.
A younger me. I still like this song a lot. But yeah, there's some parts that are a little too goofy to look past.
Unfortunately.
I'd go 8.
8. See, I actually think the hook is the only thing that gave it a 6 to me. The verses to me were like the word chaos and just stupid random things that.
Was the chorus remarkable?
No, but it wasn't
I think
bad.
it was.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was just a little hum type of thing. It was kind of boring, but it was not bad. All right, let's see what chat thinks.
It was kind of boring, but you liked it. That was a sentence that you just came up with.
Sometimes
made
things aren't
sense.
super interesting and you can still like them. AT Field with a 9 out of 10 fits well in the theme of the album. If the album is about commercialization, destroying England's identity, it is a song about a servant that's happy with his position and ambitions and has no urge to change that. All right, fair enough. Favorite song in the album, a 10 from Wild Palms. Wow. 9 from Manhattan Mint. Great music, a 10 from Rickster. One of the greatest pop songs ever made, 10 from Pedro. I'll say this.
Is that
you
because
Genesis
it's not
fans-
really
buddy.
a pop song, but it kind of is?
You Genesis fans are some diehard mother peppers, okay? Jeez.
You PROG fans, you mean?
Or PROG fans, sure. Ryan, completely right. This is too slow to be a hit. I mean, you can have slow songs. It does. This one was just a little
Too
weird.
slow.
I don't know if I agree with the slow
I
part.
don't think.
Nobody
Here.
never heard a single song better than Supper's Ready. If Cole don't like Fifth of Firth, he has contradicted his statement of the
Firth
instrumental.
of Fifth.
Yeah,
Firth of
he looped
Firth?
it around.
Wow. What's a dyslexic? Is that it? Apparently.
Probably.
All right. USA people have a pop taste, of course.
Just stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, our pop charts are weird. Pink Floyd didn't get a number one hit until The
Yeah.
Wall.
Yep. Not wrong. One of the best songs and albums of all time. All right, Pedro. Big fan. All right, up next, Firth of Fifth.
Okay, buddy.
I'm calling first.
Let me just get this off the bat. This piano intro is stupid as hell.
Below me,
It's just-
I'm going first. Fuck you.
Yo!
This sounds like some
Guys,
fucking
the song
chill
is
kids
barely
party
started.
shit.
We're in 15 seconds into a 9.5-minute song. We're
This
telling
is
each other
what plays at the
to blow each other.
beginning of some crappy musical.
I might.
This is
agree
gonna be
with that.
the controversial song.
Kind of hit.
Let's get done with this stupid fucking piano intro. Should be fine.
Whoa.
Montage music.
This is the
Or
worst
some
take I've ever
70s
seen.
sitcom.
A pretty fucked up take.
It's
It's great
accurate.
music, quiet on the set. Alright, we'll let it play out. Cole's out here just.
It's so dumb.
Oh, you're being a baby.
It's a real jaunty tune for walking down the street.
All is clear, though no eyes can see the course laid down long before. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen, though many times they've seen the way to leave. He rides majestic past
That was like- that's a
homes
bar.
of men who care not or gaze with joy
Yeah, Cole. We need some milk.
to see
send me other
that
Oh my
there,
God.
the trees, the sky, the lily fair, the scene of death is lying just below. The mountain
That is a
cuts
weird
off
transition.
the town from view, like a cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed. A waterfall is madrigal.
What is a magical?
Inland sea is symphony. Na, 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 na. Dino songs urge the sailors on till lured by the siren's cry.
I'm gonna say it in advance. Gonna require silence on the guitar solo, boys. You're gonna need to take that one in when it comes.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Ooh. I thought this was a flute at first, but I don't know what this is.
It's a flute.
How is he making it that sound with it?
It's Peter Gabriel's cooking.
I don't think I ever heard a flute sound that good before.
I know this next part's just gonna kill Cole.
I'm digging this.
What?
I feel like this next part's about to fucking kill you. I knew it.
Honestly, doesn't sound better than piano. I still don't like the melody.
I love it.
This is all over the place.
Bill's going crazy.
Those drums are nutty.
Alright. I gotta be silent.
That was
Busted everywhere.
that was special. Man. Oh, that bass.
Now as the river dissolves in sea, so Neptune has claimed another soul. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time were eroded by the river of constant change.
Okay, that's a very weird piano outro.
Pretty. It's pretty.
It's the same as the intro.
No, it's not.
Didn't sound the same. Okay, wow.
Close.
Wow, wow, wow. What a journey we just went on. Firth of Fifth. No, I think you called first, right?
I did.
You're up.
Holy! What a tune! I don't even know where to begin with this one.
It's a lot there.
I guess we got that great intro melody that comes in at another point in the song with a synthesizer. That sounds fucking sick. Phil Collins' drumming is crazy. This is why he belongs behind a drum kit, because he is incredibly talented. The verses are really good. I love the melody. Has a very grand energy to it, and I think it warrants that type of feeling because of some of the things that happen in the song, like the flute solo. That shit was majestic. It sounded amazing. It was one of the melodies used in the guitar solo, and I'm happy they brought it back. Great melody, and then the solo hits. Like a top 25 guitar solo of all time.
That's
it is incredible.
Good.
It is disgusting. The tone is fantastic. The way that it takes its time and to like really build up the tension for these big explosions at these big, the really big parts. It's perfectly written. It's amazing. And then we just flow perfectly right back into the main meat of the song at the end. And then you're done. And that's how you make yourself a little prog rock 10.
10. Oh, dropping a bomb. Okay. Cole, would you like to respond?
I should go last.
Oh, you want to go last? Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, I can go now. If you want me to.
No. You said you should go last. Let's let you do it. Okay. So, didn't love the intro on this one like Noah did. Didn't think the piano was that good. But that being said, 92% of everything else I very thought was wow. I mean, that whole guitar section kind of blew my mind. Like, it was so good, and it just kept getting better because they kept adding to it and doing more with it. It sort of repeated what I thought that was a kind of same solo again, but it was like different because they added a little bit more instrumental to it and made it sound more effective. Really cool how they did that. Middle part of the song, or just slightly before the guitar solo, kind of started losing me a little bit. Not gonna lie, didn't really mess with what we were doing on the singing part up front here. Not a huge fan of the lyrics. Still haven't been a huge fan of the lyrics for most of this album, at least the start of it. Vocals are okay. He's not the best singer I've ever heard, but he doesn't annoy me in any way. That being said, after that, the guitar comes in and they just kill it. Instrumentally, they slaughter this thing. The flute was so cool. I have no idea how he made a flute sound like that. That was awesome. I don't know who played the flute.
Peter Gabriel. Big ass props to you. Massive fan of that flute. That was awesome. And the bass. Who's the bass player?
That's like okay.
Him. That and the keyboard player. I don't know.
Okay, but the bass player was fat on this song. That was so great to hear. Outside of that, there was two really cool sections. Everything else is not my style, but that makes up for it. It's getting an 8 from me.
All right, before you go, Cole, I'm just gonna mute myself. Okay, I'll let you have the floor.
All right.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Cole.
Did not like any second of the piano intro. I hated the piano tone. I didn't like what they were playing. I thought it was corny as fuck. Sounded like that song, the Making My Way Downtown song. I mean, that's honestly what that sounded like to me. I don't really. I figured out what it is about the production. This production just sounds really dated to me, like aggressively dated. I mean, and I really did not. I don't like how Peter Gabriel sings. He sings in such a proggy way, just like
It's a prog rock.
incredibly overly dramatic. Which is a very prog rock cliche that I can't stand. Outside of that, it was good.
Yeah, I agree.
The rest of the jam and guitar solo was good. I don't think it's nearly as remarkable of a guitar solo as other people seem to. Like Noah calling it a top 25 guitar solo of all time. I don't hear that at all. But it's nice. It's well played. It's solid. I had no problems with it. I don't know if Noah mentioned this, but people lose their fucking mind over the guitar tone, which I'm like,
It's
did.
crazy good
it's
guitar.
fine.
It's crazy
It's
good.
fine.
No, it's
I've
great.
heard a million that sound just like it. I don't know why this one is so fucking special. It's not that unique of a tone.
Oh, no, you're wrong about that.
It's played well, and the tone is good. It's just I don't know why people are losing it over it. It's fine.
All right. What's your ranking?
I'll throw that I'll give it a 6.5 to a 7.
You fucking blow. I just hope you fucking know that. Wow.
I have no intention of ever listening to that again.
What? That's crazy.
I hope you don't, so you don't get an opportunity to desecrate it.
Wow. All right. Let's look at chat. Good work, Ryan. Thank you. Oh, bad work, Ryan. Wow, that was quick. Quick turnaround on that. Mike Rutherford on bass. Got it. Thank you. Tony Banks on keys. I'm closer to 9.3 from DHD Bling. It's 1973. Cole, what do you expect? I mean, there are some great.
Are you serious? Is that a rhetorical question?
No production.
Do you know how much?
Flawless.
Oh my lord, the production's like a 6 out of 10.
11 from Cosmic. The song is perfect. Song 8, guitar solo 10. That I could probably agree with. The guitar solo might have been a 10. I don't think it's a top
7.5.
I mean, somebody said that's the greatest guitar solo of all time. Nah,
I mean, what
that's a wild
you are
take.
smoking
That's a
when you came up
wild
with
take.
that opinion.
That pretty valid opinion.
Wow, you gave it
I
top
get it.
20, I think.
Yeah, and I see why somebody would consider it the best of all time.
Okay.
And I wouldn't really argue with them too much.
I don't remember most of it.
10 from Rickster. Guitar solo is my least favorite part, to be fair. I'm a bigger fan of the composition. Okay, DHD. Epic song 10 from Wild Palms Manhattan gives it a 10. Banger 10 from Hey One. Easiest 10 of the 20th century from Pedro.
Hey,
Wow.
buddy. Sure it is.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a iSols, or I'll just call you Sols. Sols gives it a 10. Cole sounds like show tunes, 0 out of 10. No show tunes for Cutie Cole. Wow. Not a fan of the show tunes.
No.
10 every day of the week. A 7 from Jonathan. Okay. All right. Not a huge fan.
It's accurate.
10 from Tajar Belen and a 9 from Swim Swam Swam. I adore the whole song, but I think the synth part drags a teensy tad. I would disagree with that part a little bit. Meh. Actually, I think I agree with that. Okay. Well, lots of opinions on that one. Moving on to More Fool Me.
And yes, I do play instruments.
We're getting some aggressive takes on this album so far. I like it.
Saw that coming.
This pull's going heavily in the no section, though.
I play guitar badly.
I mean, it's not some technically fantastic solo. Cole could learn it in a month if he wanted to. But I don't think he would want to.
He's not going to.
Yeah.
Since you gone too long have I lay
not knowing which way to turn.
People really gonna pretend like this is like great singing?
It's not. This
I
is
like
not
it.
great singing. No.
Quite sure that you were right.
Particularly don't care for the melody.
I don't care for the layered vocal.
Full well.
It'd sound much weirder if it was a single track.
First one to go down.
You might be right about that, actually.
And you'd be the one who was laughing.
Okay.
Except when things weren't going your way. And then the lady would say that she'd had enough, wandering around on her own. The day you left,
WR drops
well, I
crazy
think
takes.
you knew you'd not be back.
Taking him over, yes. I know that.
Well, at least it would seem that.
I'll throw shit at yes whenever I get the
'Cause
chance.
you never said goodbye.
This guy has like no emotion in his voice.
But when it comes
There's nothing.
round to you and me, I'm sure
Are there not
it
enough
will
screams and ooh babes in there for you?
No, that's
Zeppelin
not the
fan?
problem. It just doesn't
work.
sound
You
natural.
were the one who was laughing.
That's a good way to describe it. His vocals don't sound natural at all.
Don't need.
Rumor vibes.
And you know I'd always hold you and keep you warm. Oh, more fool me.
Hey, that's a fun one.
Oh, but when it comes round to you and me, I ask myself, do
Oh, yeah.
I
Phil Collins is singing.
believe in your love?
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
He got better later on at singing.
Got more boring later on.
I mean, his songwriting is not good later on, but his vocals are better.
all right. More fool me. I'd like to start, actually, if y'all don't mind. Cole, this is a rare thing for me to say. Cole is 100% right about the vocals here. This is not a very good vocal performance. That being said, when they come into the chorus, or I guess what I should say, the instrumental comes in fully, and it starts vibing with the rest of the song. I like that part. It's cheesy, it's corny, it's musical theater type stuff, but I liked it. I can't say I didn't like it. Can't say I didn't enjoy it. Wasn't bopping along to it. So there was parts of me that liked it. Don't like the solo voices. Don't like when he's just kind of singing and then the instrumental's very faded in the background. I don't think he's that particularly good of a singer. You told me that was Phil Collins. I mean, that would kind of vibe with the album, the Phil Collins solo album we did, where we didn't think he was that good of a singer there either.
Peter Gabriel solo album.
Well, he sounds way different when he makes In the Air Tonight. Wow.
Yeah, he sounds a lot more boring.
I would prefer In the Air Tonight over that all day.
Yeah, fuck you.
This is a very split song because the main part I like is in the middle. Everything else was really not my style at all. I'm gonna throw this a 7. Noah.
For once, I'll probably lean more towards you guys.
Okay.
The structure of this song feels a little lost, except for the hook. The hook is really good. I think it's a really good melody, and I think when the backing vocals come in to support the lead, I think it sounds really good. I think they harmonize really well. That's definitely my favorite part of the song. Besides that, lyrics are not crazy about the lyrics. Instrumental's okay. That's a 7.5.
Okay. Cole.
Um,
Cole trying to find something he liked about this song.
I kind of. I just thought that was really, really forgettable. Phil Collins. I mean, let me clarify. I don't think Phil Collins is ever like a great singer, but I think they're pretty bad here. They get like passable later into like the 80s or whatever when his solo stuff His vocals are just passable there. He's not a good songwriter, but not the point. I don't know. I thought the melody was forgettable. I'm not gonna bother with the lyrics. And instrumental was just kind of dull. I don't know. I guess I'd throw that like a 4.5 to a 5.
Oh, dang! I didn't think you were gonna go that hard. Okay, all right. Chat. What are we saying? Jonathan with a 4. Wow. Okay. Holy shit! This is Phil Collins singing on this. Oh wow. Yep. AT Field. You're the one who requested this album. How do you not know? What the
It
heck?
sounds like he's doing a Peter Gabriel impression.
It did. That's why I was so confused when you said it was Phil Collins. I'm like, the guy who made In the Air Tonight doesn't sound anything like that on In the Air Tonight.
You mean the drummer from Genesis?
Okay.
Not the guy that made the Air. God, he should not be known for that.
That's what
fucking song.
I know him as.
Unfortunately.
7 from Manhattan Men, 10 from Rickster, 7.5 from AT Field, 7 from Tajar Berlin. If Peter sang this, I'd like it more. 7 from Wild Palm, 6 from Cosmic. Okay. Album feels like a 7 from WR. Cole, I'm apologizing in advance for making you listen through the next song, by the way.
It's a lot.
7 from Hey One. King Crimson Starless is a cool song too. It is. This song is so pretty. 9 out of 10 from Pedro. Wow. I have a hard time hating In the Air Tonight. I mean, I don't know how you can hate In the Air Tonight. It's just a nice little song. Is it is it overrated? Yes. Is it a good song? Yes. Fair enough. Phil does a really good Peter Gabriel. I'm more fool of me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he should do that. I think he should stick to his type of style. But
I'll bring up Starless real quick. I'll just say something real quick about it. Best guitar tone of all time. All right, I can move on.
oh, you guys just dropped that take real quick. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, up next, Battle of Epping Forest. 11 and a half
Dumb
minutes.
title.
Man, Colt is finding any reason to hate on this album.
I hate when they come up with just stupid ass names for like woods or some shit. Epping Forest. Okay,
Wow,
dude.
You gotta
Shut up.
blame England for that, not Genesis.
I will.
Yeah, like stupid
Happily.
titles like Misty Mountain Hop. I agree.
That's a Lord of the
Fucking
Rings reference,
dumbass
you
song.
Oh,
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Guys.
Okay,
Stick to
these are
this,
like
stick
2
to this.
worst takes.
Got it. But yeah,
We're gonna
I
hate
apologize
Battle of Epping
too for
Forest,
Cole
which is one
for
of
this
the
one.
greatest prog rock songs ever. This is gonna be fun. I've never heard this
This
song.
song's crazy.
Like the little drummer boy tone we got going on here. Okay. It's a random build up right there.
Along the forest road, there's hundreds of cars, luxury cars. Each has got its load of convertible bars, cutlery cars, superstars. But today is the day when they sort it out, 'cause they disagree on a gangland boundary. 'Cause they disagree on a gangland boundary. There's Willie Wright and his boys, one hell of a noise. That's Billy's boys, with fully fashioned bugs. That's Little John's thugs, the barking slugs, super slugs. For today is the day when they sort it out. Yes, these Christian soldiers fight to protect the poor. East End heroes got to score in the battle of Epping Forest. Yes, it's the battle of Epping Forest, right outside your door.
Ooh.
This one's really prog.
You ain't seen nothing like it. No, you ain't seen nothing like it. Not since the Civil War. Coming over the hill, the boys are building. Johnny's legs stand very still. The thumpers shout, they all start to clout. There's no guns in this gentleman's bout. Ain't your G to lips up the nearest tree. You gotta be careful.
Oh, that's a eargasm.
Amidst the battle roar, accountants keep a score. 10-4. They've never been alone.
The keyboard is not it. That sounds like a baseball game.
I forgot about this. They got the edge on the Genesis album. That's a keyboard.
It's 5-4 on William Wright. He made his pile on Derby night when Billy was a kid walking the streets. The other kids hid, so they did. And now, after working hard in security trade, he's got it made. The shops that need aid, those
Really
that
not
haven't paid. I'll do my double show quick. Sid Micklebrick, fresh out the nick. So cheap all day. The minute they leave and the visit I pay. Does it pay? His friend, liquid land by name of wine, women, and Wandsworth fame. Said I'll break clean the legs of the bastard that got me framed. I'll break clean the legs of the bastard that got me framed.
Oh, he really did that twice. That is wild.
They called me the Reverend when I entered the church on stage.
Are we calling that a transition? Because that was
Transitions are
not
almost
a transition.
non-existent.
But the
That was just, we're gonna stop playing this part and then we're gonna play another part. Why don't you just call that a different song?
We are treading dangerously close to musical theater.
Beautiful chest led to a
that's why I don't
lady who
like
showed
it.
me a best.
Kinda
She was
there,
taken
buddy.
by surprise when I quickly closed my eyes. So she rang the bell and quick as hell. Bob the Knob.
Bob the Knob.
Job to see what the trouble
That was my nickname in high school.
You had like 52 nicknames in high school.
Louise, is the Reverend hard to please? Perhaps, if it's not too late, we could interest you in our old-fashioned Staffordshire plate. Oh, no, not me. I'm a man of repute. But the devil caught hold of my soul, and a voice called out, "Shoot!" To save my steeple, I visited people. For this I'd gone when I met little John. His name came.
Oh, we're
I
rapping now.
understood when the judge said, "You are a robbing hood."
Oh.
He told me of
The
his
accents
strange
are just-
foundation, conceived on sight of the word starved nation. He'd had to hide his reputation. When poor, 'twas salvation from door to door. But now, with a pin-up guru every week, it was
Dude.
love, peace, and truth incorporated.
The inflections are insane.
As a car mechanic with overall charms. His hands were then fit to receive arms. That's why we're in the battle of Epping Forest. Yes, it's the battle of Epping
What is
Forest.
this
Right
melody?
outside your door. We guard your souls for peanuts the best no green butcher, but he's counted on the right by mixed chain gang fights. And Liquid Len with his smashed bottle men, he's lobbing Bob the knob across the gulver. With his kisser in a mess, Bob seems under stress, but Jones the joke hits Len right in the mother. And Howard Demure, who's still not quite sure, fires acorns from out of his flame. You come together.
Buddy.
I love this though.
Up above the crowd, it's signed as the cloud, done proud. The bold and brazen brass, seen darkly through the glass. The butler's got jam on his rolls, Roy doles out the lot with tea from a silver pot, just like any picnic.
This is the best part of the song so far. Right here.
Peter Gabriel starts ham boning on the track.
Along the forest road, the end of the day, the clouds roll away. Each has got its load. They'll come out for the count of the breaking of day, when the limos return for their final review. It's all through. All they can see is the morning dew. There's no one left alive. Must be a draw. So the black cat barons toss a coin to settle the score.
Okay. The Battle of Epping.
How about this?
Oh, okay.
I'll be good cop,
Yeah.
and then you guys can fucking nuke it.
Noah,
Oh,
go for it.
this one right here. Bit much. Might have overdone it a bit.
Really? You think?
I don't think they get nearly this theatrical on their rock opera album with Broadway in the title of it. Holy. The voices were they were rough. They were pretty rough. I'd prefer if you sing normally. There's a very tough thing going on here where I like the majority of the instrumental, and I hate the majority of the vocals.
Wow.
I mean, I'll just be honest. I mean,
Okay.
this song has always been an interesting one to go through. Like, there's some really good parts of it. Like, there's some, like, the synth. The synths are probably my favorite part of the song. They do some really nice melodic lines. But Peter Gabriel, I think I would have preferred this as an instrumental. Oh, that's like a 6. And that's purely just because of the instrumental.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, no, you actually said exactly what I was going to say about the vocals. This was atrocious. I was not a fan at all. The accents, the inflections, the blah 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 blah. Lyrics were really bad too. Did not enjoy reading this. They were all over the place, and this attempt at showing off these different British gangs really didn't add it any flavor at all. The instrumental was just, man, there were so many phases to talk about. The only particular part of the instrumental I liked was at the end with the synthesizer, or near the end with the synthesizer. I thought that was a very good part. Everything else was just theatrical to the extreme. All over the place. No sense of stability. Cole mentioned it. There's no real transitions. It's just boom, now we're starting a new part. Boom, now we're starting a new part. There was nothing connecting them at all. It didn't make any real sense to me. And man, his vocals just ruined this for me. I just started tuning out at points because I was like, I don't like to hear you sing at this point. You sound you adding all these British and changing your accents for some reason. I don't know. 3. I would never come back to this song. Cole.
It's remarkable that you can play instruments and write a song that's that long, and not at one single point did you play or perform anything remotely good or memorable or interesting or worthwhile. Any negative comment really you want to make. That was so boring. Holy shit.
It was boring.
Oh my gosh.
It was really
I
boring.
was struggling so hard to not just completely tune out of that. Oh my lord, his vocals sucked. I hated it. It was like that songwriting was like the bane of my existence. It was just a train wreck of, we don't have anything left to play here, so we're just gonna play something else that has nothing to do with fucking anything. They forced that to be that long for no good reason. Oh my gosh. That was just like everything I hate about prog music sometimes. Just stupid lyrics, bad singing. I don't know why that's such a thing with like some of the biggest prog bands. It's just I hate the singers. Poor production, sounds dated as hell, corny as fuck. Like Noah said, just got way too close to musical theater. Yeah, I am really glad I never have to hear that again. That's like a 2.5.
2.5. That was a rough song to get through. I guess if you're a true prog rock fan, you're sitting there like, this was awesome. But if you don't like the genre, or you're half in, half out, that was rough, I think. All right, let's see what chat thought. 6.5 to 7 from Jonathan. Okay, a little higher than I thought. 10, one of the greatest songs ever made from Pedro. This is why people don't like prog. 8.5 from Tajar Berlin. 10 from Rickster. This is why people don't like prog, and I love prog. Okay, 8.5 to 9 from Manhattan Man.
A little overindulgent. Very overindulgent. There you go, Cole. You happy?
If you ever wondered what I hear when I listen to Rush songs, is that.
I don't do that all the time.
7.5 to 8 from Wild Pump. Go ahead.
I mean, Hemispheres is the definition of that, but they don't do it on every album.
You know, I said about Echoes that, like, if you want to know how to write long songs, you should listen to Echoes. If you ever want to know how to not write long songs, you should listen to that. Because that was a great example of what not to do when you're writing a long song.
Okay. 8 from Hey One, 10 out of 10 instrumental, 7 out of 10 vocals from Manhattan Man, 10 out of 10 instrumental, 50 out of 10 vocals from Pedro. Wow, all right, dang. That's not a pleasant thing to listen to. I have an instrumental version of the song. It's great. 4 out of 10 from Whoop76. They didn't play this song live much. Yeah, I bet not. I give it a 7. I think it's a lot of fun. The song and the accents Genesis love playing with their whimsy, and the song exemplifies it. All right, Swim Swim Swam. WR hated this. Genesis Blows from James Diamond. Gabriel Stinks, not even relatable. A very Marmite song with Marmite Peter Gabriel going ham on vocals, but I personally love it. 10 out of 10 from AT Field. All right. Cole might not be ready for Tales from Topographic Oceans. I don't think I'm ready, but we move
I don't
on.
want to be ready. I don't really mess with
I
Yes.
I know I've heard parts of it before.
After the Ordeal. Oh, no lyrics.
I have a friend who used to be a massive prog fan. I kind of broke him out of it, thankfully.
Did he actually get broken out of it?
He's certainly not anywhere near the prog fan he once was.
Good for him. 'Cause I think
Probably
I know what
cut
you're
it.
talking about.
Probably cut it down 90% of his prog fandom.
You know why?
This is corny as hell. I exposed it for what it
I was
is.
gonna say he grew up, but that works.
He
too.
did grow up too. Yes is a lot better than this, Manhattan.
Disagreed.
I do like most of the other two films.
Right, there you had it. After the Ordeal. I'd like to go first on this one. I enjoyed that. That was a good, solid instrumental. No vocals that were potentially going to ruin it. No lyrics that I didn't really care about or found uninspiring or boring. That was a solid, well done, guitar-driven instrumental that I thought really hit the nail on the head and was a solid way to come back from that previous song where it was just all over the place. I loved the guitars on this. They were fantastic. Big fan. The drums sounded big. I mean, the drums have sounded big this whole time. Phil Collins has been fantastic for the most part, but the drums on this really hit. Big fan of how the guitars sounded. I'm a fan of this song. 8.5 to a 9. Cool. Oh boy.
They ain't hit a memorable note during that whole fucking thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
That I'm agreeing with what James Diamond said. That shit was boring. Yeah, that was just a boring jam, honestly. I didn't think anything. I didn't care about any part of that. 5.
5. Noah.
All right, now the adults are talking.
Okay, buddy.
Dang.
Even though he's significantly older than me. I wanted to make him feel old when I said that. I disagree completely. So beat that. I thought
Ooh, ow.
I got you. I think this song's really pretty. I think it's very well done, and I think it's a very, very necessary and needed break from the craziness that's happened in the previous track. I think it's very well done, and I think it's decently memorable. I will say it's not exactly, grabbing my attention like very hard, but it's good. I enjoy that song a good bit. 8 to an 8.5.
8 to an 8.5. Wow. First time I have the highest score here. Okay. All right. Chat. What did y'all think? Genesis is better than Yes. Okay. You guys can have your little Genesis Yes conversation all you want.
They are.
I love this instrumental.
Ian Anderson sings in one tone, and that's all he can do.
And that one tone is better than every tone Peter Gabriel's ever tried.
And that one tone is the most soulless thing I've ever heard.
Okay, buddy.
Let's save this for the Discord.
I ain't that big a yes, man.
I love this instrumental. 10 out of 10 from Wolves. Lovely instrumental. 8.5 from Pedro. Fun little ditty. 8.8 out of 10 from AT Field. 7.5 to 8 from Wild Palms. 10 is the intro to the next song from Tajar Berlin. 9 from Manhattan Man. Second rate pull. I don't know if I can say that out loud. Soundtrack 0.1 from James Diamond. 10 from Rickster. 6.5 from Jonathan. 9 from Cosmic as well. All right. A little bit all over the place on that one. Interesting. Oh, wow. 10.5 minute song coming up next. Okay. We are getting warnings because there have been some kind of long songs. I don't know if we'll make it through this one, but we will try. The Cinema Show. Song in the beginning reminded me of Dallas Lovers. That's a crazy state.
Is that a guitar and a keyboard? What is being played here? Regardless, they both sound awful.
2 guitars overdubbed. That's what it sounds like to me.
Home from work, our Juliet clears her morning meal.
This is
She
not gonna
dabs
go
her
well.
skin with pretty smells concealing to appeal. I will make my bed, she said, return to go. Can she be late for her cinema show? Cinema show. Romeo locks his basement flat and scurries.
This song wants me to hate it, doesn't it? They really want me to hate this song, doesn't it?
And floral tie, a weekend millionaire.
A weekend millionaire.
I will make my bed with her tonight. with Father
chocolate surprise.
Tiresias. Listen to the old one speak of all he has lived through. I have crossed between the poles.
This is supposed to be
For me, there's no mystery.
beautiful. Seriously?
Once a man like the
That's
sea I
unfortunate.
reached.
It's
Once
enjoyable.
a woman like the earth I gave.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
There
Though.
is in fact more
Something might as
earth
well.
than sea.
Ooh, kind of like that part though.
That's pretty.
That keyboard dropping bars. Wow. That flute was spitting. I thought we were about to get a big drop over there.
Anticipation.
Take a little trip back with Father Tiresias.
I just saw a wild comment.
Listen to the old one speak of all he has lived through. I have crossed between the poles. To me, there's no mystery. Once a man like the sea I raged. Once a woman like the earth I gave. But there is in fact more earth than sea.
Now that's a progressive rock drum group.
That was one of the worst tones I've ever heard this shit make right there.
Okay. There we have the Cinema Show. A very good name for that song, I would actually say. Cole, I want you to go first on this one.
Nah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty boring.
Oh,
I don't know about boring.
I honestly barely remember what happened in the first half of the song. I just remember him doing some really fucking corny lyrics about, I don't even know, like Romeo and Juliet, but different. I don't know. I didn't follow it. Because it was just typical prog bullshit.
Mm.
And then just 5 minutes of a pretty whatever jam with no good solos and a couple of tones, especially on that keyboard that I fucking hated. There was a keyboard tone in there for about 5 seconds that I thought was one of the worst tones I've ever heard an instrument make in my life. I don't know why the hell they thought that making a keyboard sound like a fart would be a good idea, but it wasn't. The rest of it was just like, ooh, look how technically skilled we are. We're not going to play a memorable note, though. Which they're very technically good at their instruments, clearly. I'm not knocking that. I just don't think they're very good at writing for their instruments. 5.
A 5. All right, Noah.
I'll just let the chat have at you. I won't even bother. The first like quarter of the song, yeah, it was pretty boring. Not really doing much for me. But once we started getting into like the more busy sections of the song, that's where it started to hook me in a lot more. Especially the keyboard solo near the end. That was really good, except for that one like 2-second part of that one tone Cole mentioned. Oh, that was like the Howlin' for You guitar tone.
Is that what that is on that song?
It kind of sounded like that, like a electric fly swatter tone.
I know it sounded like that. I just don't know if that's the instrument that they're using on Hell.
Oh no, it's
Doesn't
not.
matter.
No, it's a guitar on the other one. But this is a keyboard, and but the rest of the solo was really good. Had some really nice melodic pieces to it. Of course, it was technically impressive. All of it is, but that doesn't really go into how you feel about the quality of it. But I still thought it was pretty darn good and very enjoyable. I would give that piece 8.5.
Wow. I am definitely leaning more towards Cole's side here, I gotta admit. The majority of this song was just... First of all, the song is way too long. I mean, you could chop off 3, maybe even 4 minutes of the beginning of this song, and it would be so much better. The vocal, whatever. It's not my cup of tea. The guy is just not my favorite type of singer. The lyrics are, again, they're just odd. He just has a lot of weird, odd British lyrics. And I'm not saying you can't have British lyrics and be good, but he makes them sound really even worse. The one benefit this song does have, it has a awesome keyboard moments, long, strung out keyboard moments. Solo, the additionals with the instrumental. From basically halfway on, this instrumental goes up like 2 to 3 points because that keyboard and that synthesizer are fantastic for a lot of it. Not the whole time because it is a little too long, but this could be chopped off by about 4 minutes. But the keyboard goes on a little too long and it drags a bit. But man, is it good when it's playing its best. It is fantastic. It's one of the coolest, most unique keyboard tones I've heard. It's very fitting for this album. The name of this song is very fitting for this song and this album. It just all feels cinematic. It feels like a theatrical experience you're going through. Whether you like that or not is entirely up to you, but it does.
Don't ever imply that theatrical and cinematic are somehow the same thing. Don't you ever do that.
Fine, but it's big, it's grand, it's trying to make a bold impression on you, and you can either like it or you dislike it. Cole clearly doesn't like it. It's a little corny. It reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? The Great Gatsby. It reminds me of The Great Gatsby a lot, this album. As
I
a
mean, I
whoops.
never watched that movie.
I have.
I have never seen it, too.
It reminds me that this song in particular reminded me of it quite a lot. I don't hate it. It goes on way too long. 5.5 to a 6. Okay, chat. What do we think? I'm assuming we're gonna have some high ass ratings. Yeah, the keyboard orchestra was hitting. The keyboard orchestra was the best part of that by far.
Yeah.
By far. Herbie Hancock says, "Hold my Hennessy." 6.66 from James Diamond. Needs a bit of change up. Yeah, cause I agree. 10 from iSols. 10 out of 10. Fantastic piece of prog. Need I really say anything else from AT Field? 10 plus from Richter. 11 from Cosmic. Wild Palms with a 9. 10 plus from Tarjar Berlin. This is a 10 from Manhattan Man. My God, this is the greatest keyboard solo I've ever heard. Every single note is gorgeous and stars the most beautiful thing ever. One of the best songs of all time for sure. 10 from Pedro. Wow. But Pink Floyd is profound and not corny, right? Well, they're corny
Yeah.
at some points, but not though usually.
They stopped being cornballs after like more.
Yeah.
That's the last time they made a corny song.
Great background
Actually,
music.
never mind.
7.5 from Jonathan.
They started again at Momentary Lapse of Reason.
I love Genesis, but my God, Cole makes me laugh. I'm loving his hatred. 7 out of 10 from Wolf76. Oh, we got a
I'm
super
glad
chat.
I can do that for you.
Alan Weinstein with a $10 super chat. Better prog rock band, Genesis or Yes? I prefer Yes.
Yes.
Cole makes some good points.
Doesn't he always?
Wow.
No.
Wow. That is crazy,
It's
baby.
just never wrong.
God, whatever his name,
well-
Anderson. He's so boring.
So far out of the 2 albums I've heard,
This guy isn't boring. This
One
is one
by
of the
Yes,
most
one by
boring
Genesis.
fucking singers. ever.
He's the opposite. He's too much at times.
I've heard 2 albums.
No,
One by
that's
both
kinda
bands.
true.
Yes is going to get the benefit of being a little bit better so far. Not a fan of prog rock though, but
Well,
Yes,
Firth of
we'll
Fifth
get it.
crushes everything Yes has ever created, so it's okay.
okay.
I would take every song off of Close to the Edge over Firth of Fifth.
Peter Gabriel
Believe
era
me.
Genesis was actually very theatrical with their concerts. He would dress up in costumes and stage and
I would take
everything.
Roundabout over Firth of Fifth.
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Well,
Roundabout is a
all right.
better song
We
than
gotta
Firth of
finish.
Fifth.
Thank you so much, Alan Weinstein. Everyone, big W's in the chat for
Jeps.
Alan Weinstein,
Thank
one
you
of our awesome
much.
patrons. You can almost call him a patron at this point because that man shows up every stream and with a donation. So thank you very much for that. All right, time to finish the album. Isle of Plenty.
Quick 2-minute tune. Told you know what you like and like what you know.
I can't say that I like everything that I know.
I don't belong here,
Fair
said
enough.
old Tessa out loud. Easy love, there's the safe way home.
Why is this
Thankful
louder?
for her fine fair discount. Tess cooperates. Still alone in oh hello. See the deadly nightshade grow.
Like, why are we doing things like this? This is not good vocally.
It serves the concept. That's the best reason I can give.
That's so. What is that? That was such a random ass song at the end of this album. That was so weird. No, I'll let you finish the album. What Isle of Plenty.
Of course, I enjoy the instrumental because it's a reprise of one of the better songs on the album. Loses me when he starts going really crazy with all the overdubs of the vocals of things I don't know or care about. But I mean, besides that, it's okay. It's okay. It's short. There's not really much. There's not enough time to hate something. But I mean, I know Cole's gonna prove me wrong. But
You want to bet?
Yeah, I bet you will. 6.
6 from Noah. Really weird outro song. Don't get this at all. Doesn't even really resemble most of the rest of the album, except instrumentally. The vocals are they're just bad. I'm sorry, but I hated the vocals. That's the second song where I can honestly say I've hated the vocals on this album. Instrumentally, this was. It didn't make sense. It doesn't sound like the rest of the album. The rest of the album is very theatrical. It's very proggy. This didn't feel that way at all. It's 2 minutes. I don't know why they decided to make it only 2 minutes. I don't get this. I don't understand the purpose of this song. By itself, it's fine, I guess. Doesn't seem to fit the album, but we rate songs by themselves. I'll give it a. You know what? I'll give it a 6. Noah. I'll give it a 6 by itself. And the album, 2. It doesn't make any sense at all. Cool.
Mostly forgettable. The layering vocals got annoying, especially towards the end. Really did not care for that at all. But other than that, it's mostly just forgettable. 4.5 to a 5.
4.5 to a 5. Okay. Real quick, we'll check out chat and then we'll go into final rankings. 10 from Rickster, 9.5 from Wild Palms. I think it's the greatest album ever made from Pedro. Big fan. 9 from AT Field, great entity album that reprises the start and serves the concept. I don't see that at all. WR gives it a 9. Tizer Berlin with a 10. Oh, the album is a weak 5 from WR. 5 from Jonathan. Awesome ending. 8.5 from Pedro. Reprise of Moonlight Knight. 8 out of 10 overall. 9.5 album. 6 from Cosmic. And there we have it. Okay, it is final rankings time, chat. The final rankings of Genesis selling England by the pound. And you know what? I'm gonna start this one actually. Let's see. So if you don't know, if you've never been here before, we take our top 3 of the album. Song-wise, we put them in order. We give the album a 1 to 10 ranking, and we give our final thoughts, unless we are doing the whole damn discography. But we're not for this one. So, top 3 of the album. It's fairly simple. I just have to look at the rankings, because there's not a whole lot near each other. I think after... Oh, no, yeah. Okay. Dancing with the Moonlight is going to be at 3. A Moonlit Night, not Dancing with the Moonlight. Dancing with the Moonlight Night.
That would be a slightly less pretentious title.
Firth of Fifth at 2, and After the Ordeal at 1. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought this would be a lot better. I thought Genesis would sound a lot. I thought Phil Collins would be the lead singer of Genesis, and I was obviously wrong. I thought this would sound a whole lot better than it did. I had big hopes based upon what Noah was saying, and I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. Phil Collins is a great drummer. I wish he was also, I wish he did a little bit more vocals, but the one song he did vocals on, he sounded really weird and not like the Phil Collins I'm aware of and like. The drumming and the instrumental for the most part was pretty damn good. The tones were weird at sometimes, but sometimes they were good. It was all over the place, which is a very prog rock thing. I get that. It's not my style of music. It is what it is, though. I really did not like the vocals throughout the majority of the album. Peter Gabriel, not my thing. Sorry if you like him, but not my style of vocals. Didn't like the inflections, didn't like the accents, didn't like the different things he did. It was very British. Oh, but British, and like we've heard British albums like we did with Arctic Monkeys. That was good British. This was like weird bad British in my opinion. It didn't flow well. There was just not a whole lot for me to sink my teeth into. The long songs were honestly the worst parts of this album. Like, the longer they went on, the worse they got. They had very specific key good moments on some of the long songs, but they really started to lose the majority of it. There's a couple songs I like, but overall, this album is a disappointment for me. And it's in a genre I already don't like that much. I'm going to give it a 5. Cool. We'll let Noah finish.
Yeah. Oh, top 3. Lord, I have to pick it top 3. What was the third highest song, or like third highest rating I gave a
You
song?
gave the third highest.
Yeah,
You gave
pretty sure I know what the top two are.
2 5s.
Pick one.
We'll go with Cinema Show, which you love so much.
Okay. The Cinema Show at 3, Dancing with the Moonlit Knight at 2, and Firth of Fifth at 1. So much of this is everything I don't like about prog music. It feels so fake, so corny, so overly dramatic, and way too close to theatrical. The lyrics suck. I did not like the singing from anybody. There was a couple of decent solos, but nothing that I think is like unbelievable or anything. The production sounds pretty dated, and yes, I know that it came out in like 1972 or 73, whatever the hell. But that's hardly an excuse for having production that is, in my opinion, just like really mid, slightly above that. I mean, there's albums that came out over 10 years before this that have infinitely better production that we're not dealing with like a massive budget or anything.
This is true. This is true.
I'm really just struggling to find things about this that I liked. Firth of Fifth is decent, I guess, but wildly overrated. This whole album is wildly overrated. Yeah. In an overrated genre of music that there's really only like one great band in. I'm feeling like a 4.
Ooh. Okay. All right. We get it. Cole's not a fan. Noah, revive it for your Genesis homeboys.
I'll kind of do that. 3, Cinema Show. 2, Moonlit Knight. 1, Firth of Fifth. The older I get.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know. The older I get, prog rock. Yeah, like some of these albums I used to really, really like. Just I don't like them as much anymore. I don't. This album was not as good as I remember it being. I mean, there's still some really good songs on it. I really like Dancing with the Moonlit Knight and Firth of Fifth. Firth of Fifth still has one of the best guitar solos I've ever heard. Love that song. But then they just do these little things that's just so extra, so unnecessary, and sometimes annoying. Like, the accents he goes a little overboard on.
Really?
Like, there's just some parts of songs I feel like they could be chopped out completely. Just some ideas that just aren't great in general. I don't know. It's weird to see a genre I used to really love slowly start to fade away as you get older. It's weird. I used to think this was a 9, but now I'm leaning more towards like 8 to an 8.5. It's still really good. I still enjoy it, but there's some stuff in there that did not age as well for me as I thought.
Okay. Noah downgrading from where he was before. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, there we have it. That is Genesis's I already forgot. Genesis selling England by the pound. Thank you so much to our subscriber who paid for this request. Shout out to you. You're a G. We really appreciate it. I hope you guys did enjoy our rating of it. I know there's a lot of Genesis fans out there who subscribe to us. So I hope you guys don't hate us too much. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when we go live. We do all our album reviews on live stream. You can come join out and have fun. Join our Discord, links in the description below. Follow us on Twitter to get notified when we go live and post YouTube videos. And, well, we'll see you guys in the next video and the next stream. Join up and have a great night. All right, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's see. Album rankings. Not their best album, and still a top 20 best album of all time. 10 out of 10, Pedro. You know what, Pedro? I'll give you credit. You stuck it in there through all the thick and thin of it, and you stood behind this album the whole time, and you're a big fan. Fair enough. Thanks for the experience on this album. Rickster out. Thank you, Rickster. Appreciate it. And thank you, Cosmic, for being a goated mod and always shouting out our Discord and Twitter and hitting the like. You're a goat. It sounds like a showcase for the keyboards to go out on this album, but that's it for me. That's a fair point. React to a Trick of the Tail, Foxtrot, or The Lamb That Lies Down on Broadway. We might do more Genesis later. We'll see. We will
Let's
see.
hope not.
Yeston doesn't do any of that, not on 71 or 72 anyway. All right, good reaction, boys. It's 4 a.m. Hell, thank you for staying up till 4 a.m. for us. Shout out to you, Manhattan man. Enjoy your night's sleep. I hope it's great. Jonathan, shout out to you as well for staying up for 5 a.m. Big ups. And anyway, yeah, that was our stream, guys. I know it's been a couple days since we streamed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who came out for today's stream. I really appreciate it. You guys were awesome. We will be getting back into the swing of things on streaming. It's been a couple days where we just had a rough 2 weeks, but now we're back. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below, hit subscribe, join our Discord, join our Twitter, follow us on Twitter. Do everything, all the fun stuff. All links in the description. We'll see you guys in the next stream.